And now to that high-stakes meeting between President Biden and Chinese leader Xi Jinping. The men spoke for more than 3 hours in their first face-to-face meeting since President Biden took office. The president says they had a, quote, open and candid conversation about their intentions and priorities to work together to solve global challenges. It's the last stop on Biden's foreign tour through Asia and Africa, where he's focused on China, climate change, and the war in Ukraine. White House correspondent Karen Travers joins me live now for more. Karen, Beijing suspended several discussions with the U.S. after House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Taiwan in August. So what does this meeting mean for China-U.S. relations?
You know, Diane, the White House was really lowering expectations ahead of President Biden's meeting today with China's President Xi. They were talking about building a floor for the U.S.-China relationship. They were not promising any major breakthroughs or any significant policy changes or announcements coming out of it. The president talked about how they have a long history together, that he knew him very well when he served as vice president. And a lot of this was just getting together to have a conversation. There was a lengthy agenda from issues like Taiwan, as you mentioned, human rights, the global economy, North Korea, and of course, Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The meeting was about 3 hours long, and the president said that they were blunt with each other. They were putting a lot of issues on the table, but from what we heard from the president following that meeting and from a brief statement from the White House, it doesn't sound like there was any major agreements. Nothing changed significantly, but for the president, he said it was very important to have this face-to-face conversation.
Now, the president did bring up the war in Ukraine, and the White House says that both leaders reiterated their agreement that a nuclear war should never be fought and can never be won. Can the Ukraine and the U.S. trust China to stand by that?
That's a key question, and that's a significant statement today from the Chinese after that meeting with President Biden. That is the agreement there. But the other key part of this that we didn't hear from the president is what type of conversation they had about China with its pressure on Vladimir Putin right now. You know, because China has really towed the line when it comes to Russia, not condemning the invasion of Ukraine, but also not providing the military assistance that Vladimir Putin has wanted from China. China has also not joined the United States and its Western allies with the sanctions on Russia. So we were waiting to hear what President Biden might say about whether China's President Xi would indicate any sort of shift toward the United States and those countries. We didn't hear that afterwards from President Biden.
All right, Karen Travers, we appreciate it as always. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.